Hello, everyone. I'm Golda,
Hi everyone, I'm Jamie.
and welcome to the
J Gold
Gold
Impact.
Yes. So today will be an interesting topic. It will be modern dating and what's going on. And basically, America, do we have a problem?
I think so.
Yes, I think so too. Okay, Jamie. So tell the audience why you sort of wanted to discuss this topic. And I'm saying Jamie because I'm already married and I'm sort of off the marriage mark, but Jamie's single and
I
ready to
am.
mingle. Okay.
So, one of the reasons why I thought it would be so important to talk about this is because I have a number of single girlfriends. And it seems like these days it's so hard for us to meet men.
Yes, I agree with that. And we've had this discussion multiple times while walking, while talking, what have you. And we seem to circle back to this. So we wanted to pose that to the audience to say, is there really a problem going on in the dating scene nowadays? There are apps that are out there. And, folks are using their phones to kind of get together to meet people and so on. But Jamie, I will refer back to you.
Yep. So, on the topic of apps, I know that there are a handful of them, but if I'm being honest, I know some people who have found some successful relationships by using the apps. But for me personally, I just feel a little bit hesitant and almost nervous to try just because I know that some apps are more about casual relationships, some are marriage oriented, some are faith based. And for me, it just feels a little bit overwhelming to know which is the right one for me.
Yes. And in terms of apps, that's fine. But what I'm seeing out there are, I hate to say it, but the men and women who are supposed to be dating, I'm seeing from my perspective, because I'm an older generation, back in the day when we were dating, men were really stepping it up. Men had a place and it was like, okay, we take a woman out to a date, they're paying. Okay. The woman goes on the date, they have the date, and then they decide whether or not they're going to pursue. Forward to 2026, that is not the case. We're having half C's, right, Jamie? We're having who's going to pay, there's a question. And also the men, in terms of what their roles are, it seems to be very loosey-goosey. And a lot of the times the women are calling the shots, or the women are deciding where they're going to date, what's going to happen on the date. And the men have sort of taken a back seat. So we're saying, America, we have a problem. We really do.
Right, because sometimes it feels like even the foundation is a little bit inconsistent. So, meaning all of my girlfriends, we are established, we are working, and for the most part, we have our lives together. But when I look at our male counterparts, a lot of them are struggling.
Yes, a lot of them are struggling. And I mean, in their defense, though, there's a lot of women out there that's very intimidating, right? Because in this age, we have folks getting all sorts of surgeries to like enhance themselves. And sometimes it becomes a problem and it makes men very intimidated. So in that regard, there is an issue there. But on the other end, we're seeing like the men are very, I don't want to class and stereotype, but a lot of them are very immature. And in terms of what they're accomplished, what they're going to do, what their roles are going to be as a man in society. And a lot of it just seems to be very convoluted.
Right. And I think, at least from my perspective, my ideal partner would be someone who can lead me. But at least for the men that I know, or the men that I've come in contact with, sometimes it seems like they're not even able to lead themselves.
They haven't leveled up.
Right. Meaning the foundation is broken. They're struggling. They don't know how they want to spend their lives or their time. They're hanging out with the wrong people. They are maybe struggling financially. And look, everyone can be in different places. That's not what I'm saying. But I rarely meet men who are able to make a plan and execute or want more for their lives.
Or they seem to be intimidated by these women. It's like the fear of going over and just saying hello. the fear of just leaving their houses and saying, I need to go outside and meet women. Or if they're in a bar, they're not making the first move. They feel very intimidated. And at least from my perspective, that's what I'm seeing. And like I said, not with the older generation, but with the younger generation. So yes, I'm judging.
And I've also come across a number of men who are emotionally dysregulated. Meaning, when I meet with my girlfriends and we get dinner, we're able to have mature, thought-provoking, and emotional conversations that are stimulating. But I find that a lot of younger men they're unable to be intimate and build deep relationships and conversations.
And be emotionally available. And I get it. This is not a video bashing, man. We're by no reason doing that at all. What we're saying is we're coming from a female perspective point of view, not a male perspective point of view. So in terms of that other side of the coin, we can't speak for it. We're just speaking from our side as female women saying, hey, we're looking, well, for Jamie, not for me. We're looking to date. And where are the men? Where are these men that are stepping up? Where are these men? Is it they're intimidated because the women are kind of like leveling up and they're intimidated, or is it something else going on? Right now, we're just not sure.
And I think also one of the challenges that I've seen is that men have so many options.
Yes.
Meaning a lot of my girlfriends have struggled with men not committing to them because they're talking to multiple people at once. And so I'm just curious, like, where are the men who are commitment minded?
Yes, yes. Because right now the stat is probably like, what? For every man, there's like 3 available women or something like that. So the men can't say there aren't women out there for their easy picking, so to speak, because there are lots of women versus the men in that leveling field, right?
Yes, and I feel like in this day and age of social media and comparison and multiple options, a lot of good women are just being overlooked.
Yes, yes. And then when I go on these social media platforms and I do a little research, I see the men are complaining. The men are like, where are the good women? Where are the women? They're all hiding in the house, et cetera, et cetera. But on the flip side, where are the good men? Where are they going?
And for the good women who are at home, maybe they're nervous.
Yes, yes, yes. And then when they venture outside, there's nothing there because these men are just not leveling up. So, America, what do you think? Do we have a problem with these men? I mean, we're talking about all the single ladies are going out there, right? Because we know the stereotype. We do have women out there who are very aggressive. We're not speaking on that terms. We're just talking normal women looking for a normal man. And where are they?
Right. Where are they?
So tell us your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. And again, like I said, this is not a male bashing session at all. We're just trying to understand, America, what really is the problem with these men? Are they intimidated by these women? Are they not able to level up? Are they having problems at home? We don't know. We're just asking the question and we're just looking at it from our perspective. So if you like this video,
please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, and we'd love to hear from you because I know we're not the only ones seeing this. No. I know America, women, we're also seeing this, right? Yes, so we would love to hear from you. So thank you for watching and we will see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.